Yes, Lord. Your image, more of you and less of me. My preferences don't matter. Where I thought I'd be doesn't matter. Yes, Lord. It's all about Jesus. Your image, praise be to God. More of you and less of me. You've saved me from myself. My preferences don't matter. A new life. Where I thought I'd be doesn't matter. Never look back. No one cared about Jesus. Praise be to God. More of you and less of me. You take all that from myself. Praise Him like He saved you. My preferences don't matter. Praise be to God. Praise be to God. You thought I'd be doesn't matter.
can't see it. But where am I? Yeah, hello? Trying. Hello? Hi. Shirley. Hello? Yeah, hello? Trying. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me, great.
What's an echo?
Sorry? You can hear me, great.
What's an echo?
Sorry? Oh, there's an echo, yeah. Sorry? Oh, there's an echo, yeah.
How many people are?
Sorry? Oh, there's an echo, yeah.
How many people are? But is it on links? Whatever you say. It's Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Why don't we get a direct thing on this?
I can hear you.
Can we have a national anthem clip?
Can you please see my screen?
Check on her screen first.
I'm sharing my screen at the moment.
We are not seeing.
Oh, wow. Strange, because I can see here that I'm sharing my screen.
It's on now.
Can you see now? I think there's
Yes.
a delay, that's why.
Okay. Can you prepare a national anthem? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. How are we? How are we? I'm not okay. We are still in holiday mood, but the world is not waiting for us. From what we learned this morning, we have to keep walking and keep moving. Today is our Independence Day, and as I indicated earlier, if you are 67-year-old, you would have been on retirement. Are you prepared, or would you have been prepared for that? There are a lot of opportunities around, a lot of training programs, and it costs a fortune to attend such programs. We have a wonderful speaker this morning, and because it's our Independence Day, I'll ask the technical team, as a mark of patriotism, your head of state is in Koforidua celebrating Independence Day. Most of you may have heard of it, that some people fought for our independence. So shall we all be on our feet? as a sign of respect for those who fought for our independence. So, Edwin, can you give us a national anthem? Let's all learn God and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true humility, make us fearless honesty. Let oppressors rule with all our will and might forever. Help us to resist oppressors rule with all our will and might forevermore. Thank you. Can we have an Islamic prayer? Sheikh, kindly give us a short Islamic prayer. Give it to him. Can you please speak up a little bit? Amen. Can we have a Christian quickly? The echo. Please bring it to him.
Whatever that we learn today, we may use it in the journey of life. And the end of the day, we shall give glory into the name of the Lord Jesus.
Amen. Mr. Shirley Abedi Boafo, if you wouldn't mind, can we see you? If you don't mind. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please?
Yes,
Shirley,
please,
can
you
you
can
hear
hear.
me?
Yes, please, you can hear.
Can we see her? We want to introduce her.
I'm turning on my video. I think there's a bit of delay. There's a bit of delay. I don't know why, but start video. Okay. Can you see me now?
So while waiting, no, we can't.
Okay, then here I am.
Yes.
Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Wow, wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely to see you all.
Okay, so we will get somebody to introduce our guest for today. She will be talking about an interesting topic. And with the topic, you realize that what I teach in class is mainly theory. But that is not to say I haven't worked before. I've worked here, I've worked somewhere else, but her experience is super. She's worked all around, working for government, private, church, and now establishing her own company. So shall we call our sister to introduce our guest for us? Shall we give her an applause? We are wearing, usually we do African wear or corporate. But today, because it's Independence Day, there is an after party. Unfortunately, you cannot join from London. We'll list out the kebab for you.
Please do. I'll be coming to Ghana soon, so make sure it's in the freezer for me.
Okay, I'm going to store it for you. Right, so Madam, can you help us with the introduction of our speaker? Can you please raise your voice?
Brief profile of Ambassador Mrs. Shirley Abedi Boafo. Mrs. Shirley Abedi Boafo is an award-winning CEO and founder of two non-profits, namely National Consortium for Voluntary Organizations, NCVO Ghana, and Support for the Family Foundation in the UK. Mrs. Abedi Boafo is a highly motivated, confident, and reliable individual with extensive experience in community engagement, brokering several effective partnerships, mainly in the UK, notably banking and Dagenham Faith Forum UK and the Heartfelt Philanthropy UK. She also operates in Ghana and has been for the past 7 years with her work in NCVO Ghana. Shirley is passionate about improving the NPO sector in Ghana and helping non-governmental organizations to transform lives and to make a huge impact in their communities. Over the past 25 years, Mrs. Abedi Boafo has worked with some of the largest and most influential companies in the world. From 2001 to 2004, she worked as a project manager and helped set up a multi-faith forum in Borough of Banking and Dagenham, UK, advising them on fundraising and linking them to funding organizations. For over 10 years, from 2004 to 2014, she worked as the senior administrator for a vibrant multinational church in London. Mrs. Abedi Boafo has also worked with the British government in Her Majesty's Passport Office from 2014 to 2016, where her primary role was to maintain the integrity of the UK passport by examining application, confirming identity, and establishing the multi-nationalities of applicants to approve the passport for those that met the legislative and policy requirements. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Ambassador Mrs. Shirley Abedi Boafo. Please let me know.
Thank you very much for introducing our guests. There is a bit more that later will be added. She's married to a pastor. She has 4 adult children. An extremely pretty, I would have wanted to say pretty young lady, but she's not. She looks young, but she's not that young. Highly experienced. She's been working with over 180 NGOs. The second, she has several awards, which we'll talk about later. But for now, without much ado, shall we welcome our guest speaker with a round of applause? So, Shirley, these are my final year students. Some are in holiday mood, some are joining virtual. What is going to happen is we have 5 other partners from other universities and also 5 countries under the Access project. Some may join. But I realize that most Ghanaians are the Independence Square or watching their telly. It's going to be recorded, if you don't mind, for future use. We have our media team here. And it's our hope that when you come to Ghana, you come and meet the students face to face. So at this juncture, I want you to take over from us. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
right. Please, can you hear me?
Can share with us. Or do we use the one we have here?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, can you see my screen, please?
No.
No. Wow, there's a bit of a delay. I don't know why. Right. Can you hear me now? Can you see the screen now?
No, we can't, but we wouldn't mind sharing what we have.
Okay, so you share then, because it looks like, I don't know why. When I shared earlier on, did you see it?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So do you want to share, or okay, you share then.
You start and then we are working on it.
All right. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let me try again. 1 second. Share screen. Share. Right. Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I think one thing you left out is you are my younger brother. Thank you very much for this opportunity, Dr. Raf, and your department. I do not take this lightly at all. And this topic is very, very dear to my heart. Traits of successful people. Every successful person I've come across or read about has these traits. They set goals, they manage their time effectively, and they improve on themselves. Success is never accidental. Men and women are born to succeed, but not to fail. So now we'll start with, I'm talking about personal growth. Please, can you still see my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay, so we are talking about personal growth, time management, and goal setting. But I'm going to start with goal setting. So, young students, whether you believe it or not, at this very moment, you have the potential and the ability to accomplish extraordinary things in your life. So setting goals for your life means deciding on what you want in life, planning how to get it, and then going after it. If you want to be successful, you need to set goals. When we don't set goals, it's as if we are living our lives up to chance and are just waiting to see what happens next. And that is not right. With goals, you can literally succeed on purpose. So now I put down some tips here about goal setting. The first one is decide exactly what you want in every key area of your life. It could be marriage, it could be education, it could be health, it could be career path. But before you set these goals, what you need to do is you need to sit down and think and imagine what you want in every area of your life. Because you are students, most of my examples are going to be based on your studies. So, and also you are last year student as well. So when you are setting goals for your life, just like I said, you sit down, you think, you take a paper and a pen, you think about what you want to do at this point in your life where you are about to finish university. What do I want to see in the next 10 years? Do I want to further my education? Do I want to get married? Which I think you guys are very young to get married. I don't know, but I think you are. Do I want to get married? Do I want to improve on my health? You need to think about all these things. So you decide exactly what you want. So firstly, I'll talk about the education. So let's say at this point in your life, you want to think that you would further your education. So you put it down. I want to do my master's degree. So you decide that. Just in case you don't want to do further your education and you want to work, you decide after university, I want to work. Or you want to set your health goals. Maybe you feel you are a bit of out of shape. I want to start going to the gym. So you decide it, but it has to be very clear and specific. So going back to the education, with the education, if you decided that you want to do your master's, where do you want to do the master's degree? Is it in Ghana? Is it in UK? Is it in South Africa? Wherever you want to do, you have to do that. How long do you want to do this master's? So master's degree are 2 years. At the moment, I'm studying my master's degree, but because of the sort of work that I do, I'm doing it part-time. So with me, I decided to do it 2 years. And I did not just get up and say I want to go to university. I thought about it. 2 years ago, I thought about it. What do I want to do? How do I want to improve my career? The sort of work that I'm doing, I need to improve in my career. So I decided that I wanted to go to university. And I decided what university I wanted to go. I decided what course I wanted to take. And I decided how many years I wanted to do my master's degree. I decided I wanted to do my degree in the UK. I decided I wanted to do it part-time because full-time would be it would be a lot for me because I also work as well. And I decided I wanted to do it in a particular university close to where I live so that it won't be very challenging for me to go to lectures. After you've decided all this, whether it's your health, education, or you want to work, you write it down. With writing down your goals is just a wish. You need to write it down. You need to get it from your head onto paper. Because trust me, if you don't write it down, you forget. You need to write your goals down. I want to go to university at the UK. I want to take 2 years to finish my degree. I want to pay this amount of money that I can afford. This is the duration I want to. You write it down. So after writing it down, after writing it down, make sure when you've written it down, you don't put it in a deck somewhere. Make it very, very visible. You can hang it in your room where you can see it. With me, the goals that I have it on my iPad, I have it on my phone, I have it on my laptop, I have it in my bedroom. With me, I've added pictures to it. So it's like a vision board. But we're not talking about vision board today, maybe another time. So you don't write your goals and then just put it in your desk or leave it somewhere that you don't even know it's. You need to make sure you have it all the time so that you can review it all the time. So that when somebody asks you that, do you have set goals? You can quickly go on your phone, go on your iPad, go on your laptop, and then tell people about your goals. So after doing that, you need to set a deadline. Deadline really, really motivates us because you can't just say, I want to, let's say you want to go to university, just like I said, I want to do your master's degree, and you don't set a deadline, you'll never get around to doing it. Set a deadline by let's say we are in March 2024. That your deadline will be, you give yourself maybe 2 years. In 2027, that's your deadline. You need to finish your master's degree. No matter, that's the deadline. Just in case you set the deadline and you are not able to meet it, you can change the deadline. It's not set in stone. After making a deadline, you make a list of everything you have to do to achieve your goal. What do I mean by that? With me, when I was going to university, I started looking for, when I applied it, I started preparing. Okay, they will ask me to write, what's it called? The personal statement. I started preparing my personal statement. So you start preparing personal statement. You, just in case you need people to help you, you go and see the people that will help you to achieve your goal. Just in case you also need extra skills to achieve your goal, you get all that. That means you are preparing towards achieving your goal. So you don't just write it down, set a deadline, and that's it. You need to make a list of everything that you need. You also need to even to put down obstacles that will think will stop you. There's so many distractions along the line. You need to put all these obstacles down that will stop you, so that you'll be aware when these obstacles come, you'll be aware of it. So now you organize your list into a plan. What do I mean by that? You organize, because maybe you've set about 3 or 4 goals. You put down everything that you need to achieve your goal. Then you organize your list. You organize your list by priority, or the things that you want to do first. Just like I said, you could have a lot of goals. Your university goal is there. You can also have a goal of traveling, or working. So maybe, and also your health goals. So you prioritize, what do I want to do first? Do I want to go to university first? Do I want to, sort out my health first? Do I want to travel first? You organize the list into priority. After that, you take action. Action is very, very important, because sometimes we write all these goals, we don't do anything about it, and a year will come, another year will come, and nothing has been done, and we are just wasting our time. That's not how to set goals. When you set goals, you need to take action. Take action. Just like I said, if it's a university that you want to go back, you start applying. That's the action you are taking. If it's a health goal, you want to go to the gym, you start going to the gym. You start talking to gym instructors. If you want to look for a job, you start talking to employers. If you want to walk to the bank, you start taking action to it. And after that, make sure you do something every day towards your goal. Make sure you do everything towards your goal. Are we getting something? Can I hear you? You're I hope you can hear me. Hello? It's very quiet. Hello? Strange. You can hear me, right? So now when you set your goals, you have to have SMART goals. The goal that you set has to be very, very specific. Just like I said, it has to be clear, concise, and defines exactly what you want to achieve, which I've talked about that. Measurable, assign a number to your goal. Just like I've said earlier on, you want to finish university in 2 years. Achievable, make goals that you can achieve. Don't make goals that you cannot achieve. It's just a waste of time. If you are making goals, make sure that this goal, do I have the capacity and the ability to achieve the goal that I've set? And it has to be relevant. The goal has to align with what you want to make you feel happy and accomplished in life. And it has to be time bound, which I've said already. Time bound is the duration which you want to, let's say, do your master's or embark on your health goal. So the next trait is time management. Mastering the art of time management is not just a choice, but a crucial pillar of success. Success in almost everything involves effective time management. Time is our most valuable resource, yet often slips through our fingers, leaving us struggling to juggle tasks and meet deadlines. So time management is very, very, very crucial. Everybody's got 24 hours. Nobody's got less, nobody's got more. But some people are able to manage their time, that they're able to do a lot. With me, I'm studying. I use myself as an example. I am studying. I have an organization in Ghana that oversees 180 NGOs. I have a family. I also have personal goals. I have my health goals. I go to the gym. I also want to have fun. So I need to manage my time properly. So it said, managing your time properly enhance your productivity. So what I use to manage my time, I have a time map. I have an Excel spreadsheet that I put down everything that I want to. Because if I don't manage my time properly, trust me, I will not be able to do all the things that I want to do. And I want to achieve them. For instance, even as I speak now, my team in Ghana went for a workshop in Accra, and I've been communicating with them. In May, our organization is going to organize a summit in Accra. So I need to plan my time properly so that I'll be able to fit all this. So when you manage your time effectively, it enhances your productivity. It makes you able to do the things that you want to do, and it makes you very, very accomplished. For instance, you wake up in the morning, you've planned your day, you've planned your time, and at the end of the day, you look at your planner and realize that you've been able to achieve everything that you put on your planner. You are so accomplished, you are so happy. After that, you can even go watch TV, you can watch Netflix. Nobody will say because you've achieved everything that you set up to achieve on that day. So it enhances your productivity. It reduces stress. Stress is the #1 killer of diseases. Through stress, people are getting cancer. So many illnesses come through stress. But if you manage your time effectively, you reduce all the stress, especially those of you who are in school. Sometimes, I've been there before, even now, sometimes, even as I'm in school now, sometimes you get an assignment, we'll rush instead of planning our time effectively, saying that, okay, I'll take maybe 2 hours to prepare my assignment. I'll take 2 hours to do this. I'll take 2 hours to, to chill and all that. No, we don't do that. Instead, we spend most of our time on social media. And the last minute, maybe a day before the assignment is, that's when we are rushing to do our assignment. The stress that you put yourself in is not, with me, I can't stand stress. So I make sure that I plan everything. When I come to Ghana twice a year. When I'm going to Ghana, I plan everything. I plan even by my trips in Ghana. I'm coming to Ghana in May, just like I said. I plan everything. The day I come to Ghana, the day my parents are in Kumasi, my mom is in Kumasi, the day I come to Kumasi, I plan everything. Obviously, sometimes you plan, things come along the way, so it doesn't work, but you need to plan. When you do all this, it reduces stress. It reduces, so sometimes you can even, people go to, I can't understand people going to shopping without even a shopping list. That's one thing that stresses me out. You go to the mall without a shopping list. You get to, you've forgotten that you didn't buy some stuff. That's a lot of stress. So planning our time effectively reduces all these unnecessary stress. And you don't need stress. You guys are too young for stress. Too young. Just concentrate on your studies. Plan your time effectively. Give your time to your studies, because at the end of the day, in this point in life, your studies comes first. Nothing else. Trust me. No friends, social media. Some people can be on their social media for hours. What's going to achieve in your life? Not just going to waste your time. And the plan that you have in your mind, let's say to get first class degree, you realize that you won't be able to get because you are wasting your time on unnecessary things. So we need to cast all that and plan our time effectively so that we don't stress ourselves. Achievement of goals. When you plan your time effectively, you are able to achieve your goals. Trust me, you can achieve all your goals. I know a lot of successful people that I know. Some of them run businesses. There's a guy in UK called Richard Branson. He has over 400 companies, but he's able to manage every business. He's one of the richest men in UK. He's able to manage because he manages his time. He doesn't waste his time on things that are not necessary. If he makes a plan and something comes along the line and it's not in the plan for today, forget it. He won't do it because it's going to set you back. So managing your time effectively makes you achieve your goals. And this thing is also very, very important. Higher quality of work. Again, as students, if you don't manage your time properly, your assignment won't be high quality. You can write an assignment, you yourself, you know that if you had managed your time properly, you would have been able to get maybe 8%, but because you don't manage your time properly, you sometimes even fail. But when you're able to manage your time effectively, you get high quality of work, which Prof will bear me out. Opportunities for growth. Growth is very, very essential. Everybody has to grow. Your personal growth. So if you also manage your time properly, you can set time aside to read, to study new things. I hope you are getting it. Enhance reputation. There's a friend of mine that's when he tells you that he's coming to your house at 1 o'clock, that means he's coming at 10 o'clock in the evening. That person, I've crossed him off because anytime he tells I'm coming to your house, I give him 3 hours. That person, you don't take people like that seriously. But those who manage their time effectively, if you say I'm coming to see you, they'll be there. They are the people that you want to work with. They are people that you want to associate with because it will rub on you. Lateness rubs. If you hang around people who are always late, who don't manage their time properly, it will rub on you. It will also waste your time. So you should not do that. So it enhances your reputation with your lecturers, with your friends, even at work. Some people just go to work so late because they haven't managed that. They haven't factored in. Maybe there'll be traffic on the road. They don't factor all that in and they just rush to work. People like that, forget it. No promotion because it's late. How can you manage an organization when you're always late? Your reputation is zero. So managing your time effectively enhances your reputation. Personal growth is one of my favorites. I know a lot of you have heard about Napoleon Hill. There's a quote that he said, the person who stops studying merely because they finish school is forever hopelessly doomed to mediocrity, no matter what they are calling. And lots of people I know after university, that's it. They won't read a book, they won't listen to podcasts, nothing because they follow I finished studying. But no, the fact that you finish university doesn't mean you finish studying. That's when even it begins. Because trust me, there's competition out there. Why would an employer take you when you don't even know who you are going for an interview? You don't even know anything about the company. You have to be studying all the time. So my advice to you is don't say to yourself, oh, I remember when I finished secondary school, I said, thank God. At that time, I didn't know all this. I just couldn't wait to get out of the school. But it shouldn't be like that. When you finish school, you have to still read, grow let your personal growth be a priority. The most important thing you can invest is in yourself. You are your most valuable asset. Nobody can invest for you. You have to invest in yourself. Right. 70%, 75% of self-made millionaires have reported to be reading at least 2 books per month, which is true. Unsuccessful people view growth as a period of life. Successful people view growth as a way of life. They never stop learning. Read about any successful people, Warren Buffett and the rest. They read books. Some of them read books once a week. They read books, not only books, journals about their field, publications, biographies of people. They read a lot, they study a lot. So personal growth is very, 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 very important. I heard somebody say that you need to, when you start working, you need to invest 3% of your salary into yourself. Because when you learn more, you earn more. And this is very, why do you think I'm going back to uni? I've gone back to, because I know that there's some roles that I want to, but those roles, they require the master's degree. I'm doing, by the way, I'm studying NGO and development management because I'm in that field. There's some roles that I wanted to apply. When I looked at the money, I said, as for this role, I must get it. But before I get it, I have to go back to school at my age. But I want it, you know. So you grow and you earn more. So if you desire to be a better leader or start a company, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about John Maxwell. He's a pro on leadership. So if you desire to be a better leader or start a company, John Maxwell has over 50 books. He's one of my mentors. Over 50 books of the greatest wisdom ever given on leadership. You don't have to figure it out on your own. You can learn to build teams, set goals, cast visions, and grow your company all in a simple dose of reading every day. At the moment, there's so much knowledge and so much resources out there that if you don't read and if you don't increase your knowledge in the field that you want to be, forget it. Forget it. I'm sure you are young people, you haven't even started having families. So this is the time that you have to invest in yourself. So if you want to know, if you want to learn how to invest in yourself, read about Warren Buffett. He's an American businessman, investment top-notch. If you want to know how to improve your thinking, Napoleon Hill. I'm sure you've all heard about Napoleon. One of the books that is written is Think and Grow Rich. Okay, so now steps of for personal growth. You need to step out of your comfort zone. Yes, sometimes we are so scared of doing new things. Try a new hobby. You ladies, you can even try how to sewing. And then you don't have to be taking, sometimes when your dress is torn, you have to take it to a seamstress. No, step out, learn new things. It's all part of growth. You can also grow by drawing inspiration from others. You can read about others, for your friends, your family. Draw when you have a mentor, when you feel that somebody that you really want to be like, read about them. It's all part of growth. Learn about their successes and their failures so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that they do. Find ways to continue learning. You have to all the time. This day and age, because of social media, people will be working, they have their earphones in their ears, listening to music, TikToking and all that. Why don't you use that time to be listening to a podcast? Why don't you use that time to be listening to your mentor or even a book? You know, continual learning is very, very, very important. You yourself, it makes you very, very proud. I mean, when you're very knowledgeable and you go to a place, you're not afraid because whatever they are discussing, you'll be able to contribute. And you make it makes you proud of yourself. Last but not the least, you have to schedule self-improvement time. You have to schedule and make it a point. If it's reading that you want to read, let's say if you want to read 20 minutes a day, put it on your planner, put it on your calendar that every day in the morning when I wake up, I am going to read 20 minutes a day and stick to it. Because if you don't do that, you will not be able to be consistent. The consistency is the key to self-improvement. So after all this said and done, without self-discipline, success is impossible. People think that when you ask any successful person, self-discipline is number one. They discipline themselves. Sometimes you don't want to get up in the morning, but you need to get up in the morning because of the goals that you want. You have to discipline yourself at all times. I've never seen a successful person or come across any successful person who hasn't got self-discipline. You need to discipline yourself. What time do you wake up in the morning? Sometimes we just sleep, and then by the time if you have about 5 minutes to lecture, then we are running. It's not good. You need to discipline yourself. And a lot of the successful people that I have come across, they have a routine. They have a daily routine that they stick to it. They wake up early in the morning. When they wake up in the morning, they invest in themselves. They read books. Some of them make sure that as for their exercise, because health is wealth. You need to improve on your health. You need to, it all affects your mental health. They have a routine. They read, they meditate, they journal, they write their thoughts. They think in the morning. Why do people think people have got ideas? You wake up in the morning, you sit down and you think about what you want to do. An idea will come to your mind. As soon as an idea comes to your mind, you write it down. It's all part of self-discipline. It's all part of self-discipline. So it's very, very important that we discipline ourselves, because sometimes there's so many things that we want to do, but because of procrastination and all that, we are not able to do it. But every successful person that I've come across has a routine. They discipline themselves. They wake up early in the morning to do whatever they need to do. Sometimes they even wake up 3 hours before they go to work to invest in themselves. So I'll leave it here. I think I'm sure there's going to be question time. So this all that I have for you today. So I'm just going to stop my sharing of my screen. And if anybody, so that we can allow for questions. So thank you very much for your time. And then I will stop my screen sharing now.
Thank you. So as she did, if you have any question, any question?
What they have maximum and fraud. And then we are messed up fraud.
Please. My question is, looking at the Ghanaian culture and talking about self-discipline, time management as well, and looking at the Ghanaian culture, the time management, we have issues with that. And what are your encouragements? How would you encourage us to make that possible? Looking at the society in which we find ourselves.
Can someone repeat the question, because I didn't get it, please?
Please, I was asking, looking at the Ghanaian culture, how it is being structured, dealing with time management as a whole. What are your encouragements? What would you encourage us, or what are your sayings that will help you take on our time management, especially dealing with the culture at hand?
Totally, at the moment, you have to think about yourself. I know where you're coming from, because with me, when I come to Ghana, I get very, very frustrated because I don't joke with my time. I remember when I was in the primary school, my mom was a teacher. I never went to school late. Never at one time did I go to school late. I don't go to places late at all. That's my nature. So when I'm in Ghana, it's very, very frustrating for me. But I don't look at what they are doing. I just make sure that if I have to go to a place, if they tell me that an event is starting at 6 o'clock, I still get there for 6 o'clock. And by the time you get there, trust me, there'll be nobody there. Because I don't want the stress of rushing around. There's Ghana, the traffic. I understand where you're coming from. The traffic alone will not help your time management. But when you set out early, I live at in Accra, Kuntunsi. I don't know whether you guys know there. From my house to his home is about 5 minutes. My office is in Tesano. And you know the traffic on that road, Accra Kumasi Road. So when I'm going to work in the morning, I leave the house 5 a.m. I'm out of the house. Why? Because if I don't leave early, I'll be in traffic and I won't be able to start work at 9 o'clock. So what I do is I have my bath, one thing I also forgot to tell you is try and prepare yourself the nights before, or even with me, I plan my month. The beginning of the ending of the, let's say at the 31st of every month, I plan my month ahead. I plan my week ahead. I plan my day ahead. For instance, today, I planned my day yesterday so that I know what exactly I have to, because I have a lot to do. And all that I have to do, I want to achieve them. It's not difficult. Some people might think, oh, it only takes 10 minutes. Sometimes you're watching TV, but you've got your diary. Make sure all of you have diaries and planners. It's very, very important. As university students, you need to have a planner. You need to have a journal. You can, at the moment, you can do it on, I mean, you these IT guys, there's a lot of planners online that you can use. You can use your phone, your reminders, and all that. So back to your question. If it's work that you need to go, give yourself more time. Because trust me, you don't want to depend on somebody. So think about yourself and manage your time. Yes, it's not going to be easy. You get angry. Sometimes people will promise to come to your office. You go there, no, but they won't even show up. What can you do? There's nothing you can do about it. But you make sure you organize your time. And people will see at workplace, if you go to work very early. I know people go to work late. You ask them why traffic. Traffic, and so what? But some people can get there on time. You are the person who will get the promotion, not the person who tends to work late. So don't think about anybody. Don't think about the circumstance. Yes, Ghana is difficult. Everything, we are backwards. Everything is late. But there are some people in Ghana who are not like that. So be like one of them and manage your time. And it's going to benefit you. Not now, in your married life and your career, everything that you do, time is money. Time is wasted money. So time management is very, 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 very important. Very, very, very. So with me, I hate time wasters. If you are my friend and waste my time, I won't even have time for you, because the time that you wasted in my life could be using that time to be learning something new. So manage your time. Don't look about the circumstance. I know. I'm a Ghanaian, so I know how it is. Recently, I was coming to Kumasi. I went to an event in Accra, rushing to come to Kumasi. I got to the airport, the plane had delayed. What? How many minutes we don't? I said, what do you mean you don't know? So you know what I did? I had a proposal to do. I pulled my iPad, because whenever I'm going, I prepare my course. I pulled my iPad, started preparing my notes. By the time, by the grace of God, the plane came for us to leave for Kumasi, I finished my work. You know what I mean? So there's no excuse, to be honest. There's no excuse for Ghana. That's what we all say, but there's no excuse. The country, the country, we all know, but I know people who manage their time effectively. And trust, just like I said, when you're at a workplace, you are the person who will get the promotion, not the person who makes excuses that there's traffic on the road, my car broke down. No, it's all excuses. It can be done. That's why it's effective time management. When you're going to some place, give yourself more time and know that definitely maybe the person that you're going to see, they might be there, but that's none of your business, because it will stress you out when you show up to places late. I hope I've answered your question.
Madam Shirley, please, the next question is, I want to know if it's really necessary to write down your goals and purposes at a place of visibility, because I feel like, why don't I just write it in my diary in case I'm able to paste it in my room, like using a sticky note and pasting my goals. Some people are dream shatters. They just come, hey, now we're waiting, yeah, excuse my language. And they just use such words, and imagine I paste it in my room, my roommate to see it, my roommate's friends that will be coming trooping in and out, my personal friends to see it. And imagine if they are dream shatters, they say words that will harm you or will make you feel like you're not capable of doing it. So I want to.
I totally understand where you're coming from. It's a very good practice to put it where you can see all the time. But just like you are saying, if you share rooms with people who are dream shatters, then obviously have it in your diary, have it on your phone, so that you can have it all the time. But just in case you finish university and you have your own room, then you can paste it there. Because obviously you also have to be wise. I understand where you're coming. It's not everything that you even have to share with people, because sometimes their words alone will discourage you. you know that you can do it, but words are very, very powerful. If they keep saying, oh, can you do that, alone will discourage you. So if it's not possible for you to stick it in your room, have it on your phone, have it on your iPad, have it in your diary, and that diary, make sure you carry the diary everywhere. If you can't carry the diary, at least it's on your phone, so that you can be reminded of the goals that you have, and also the plans that you put in place, and also you can review them as time goes on. Is that okay?
Okay, madam, my questions are two. The first one is, in working with people, especially when they are from different backgrounds, what are some of the challenges you faced and how did you manage to overcome those challenges? And then number two is, though I know you are successful, you still have goals that you still want to achieve in the near future. And I would like to ask, if you are to look at your younger self, let's say 18 years back, what are some of the things that you would tell your younger self? Thank you.
Okay, so let's do the first one. So one at a time. Please ask the first question because there's a bit of delay. The first question.
Okay. The first question is, in working with, especially when they are from different backgrounds, let's say you being raised as a Ghanaian and you are in London, the culture differences and how they were raised, what are some of the challenges you faced and how did you manage to overcome those challenges? That is the first one, please.
Okay. Obviously, culture challenges are very, very, very difficult, but you need to adapt. You need to adapt. For instance, it all comes to this time management thing. In UK, I remember, this is very funny. I remember when I came to UK for the first time, I went to visit a friend and then I was living with my cousin and then I stayed for a very long time. And when I came home, my cousin asked that, why did you come home? I said it was raining. He said, in this country, you can't use rain as an excuse. So you adapt. Do you understand? You look at what's happening in the country and then you just adapt. Because if you don't adapt, you will not be able to stay in that country. Working with other people as well, you just have to adapt. There's the ones that you feel you can't, you just explain to them, then come to an agreement. But adaptation, you have to be very, very flexible. That's all I can say. Flexibility is very, very, very important. You can't say that, oh, that's how I do my things in Ghana. So that, no, it doesn't work like that. You just have to be flexible at all times. Yeah, and the second one.
The second one is, though I know you are a successful, you still have goals that you want to achieve in the near future. But then I would like to ask, if you were to look at your younger self, let's say 18 years back, what are some of the things that you would tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self that be disciplined. Discipline, because I know that with discipline, you can achieve everything. Be disciplined. I wasn't like this before. It's because of what I've learned and I've read. That's why I've improved myself. So I'll tell myself, be disciplined and be true to your word and do the things that you set out to do and don't procrastinate. And work hard. Work hard, yeah.
Please, my question is, what is your worst mistake you've ever experienced in your career?
Hey, my worst mistake. Let me try and think. Mistake in what sense? Please break it down. Break it down for me, eh? Mistake. I'm just trying to think. I'm sure I've had some mistakes, but at the moment I can't remember any of them. But break it down for me.
Like regarding your career, like how you started, and maybe you did something that you thought you would have done better. As in during your career, the beginning of your career to where you are now, maybe you did something that is very like regretful. You wish you would have done maybe likewise, and looking at the outcome of what you did as like related to your career.
Okay. Something happened at my workplace many years ago when I started working in the government department. and somebody did something, and then I got the blame for it. And I just picked up my bag and I left the job. You know, my manager called me to explain. I said no. But later on, I realized that I should have listened. That comes to mind. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Madam, I am a chronic
I can't hear that.
procrastinator.
Did I answer the question? The other guy, does that
Yes.
answer the question you just?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, wonderful.
Madam, I am a chronic procrastinator.
Hey,
Nice.
sorry, please advise.
Yes.
Don't procrastinate. They say tomorrow never comes. A lot of people are procrastination. A lot of people procrastinate, but procrastination is not good. If you have something, it all comes with how bad do you want? How first class? How bad do you want this promotion? How bad do you want the health to increase? It all comes with desire. How much do you desire it? If you desire it very well, trust me, you will stop procrastination. Trust me. So procrastination is not, it will set you back. It will put too much stress on yourself because there's some things that you can never put off, no matter what you have to do. So if you keep procrastinating, it will compound and it will stress you. You know, that's when we get stressed and we start getting angry, fighting people. But meanwhile, it's nobody's fault, it's your own fault. So procrastination, find books on procrastination and read, podcasts and listen, and it just starts reading and start putting practice on us. When I want to do something and I don't feel like doing, I just get up. I say to myself, because trust me, it's our flesh, our body. Your spirit wants to do things, but it's just your body trying to dictate to you. I just speak to my body. I said, body, you cannot dictate to me. I'm the one in control. Because my body, there, you can't control me. If the body tells you, go and then you go and eat, that means you just back and forth. No. So you need to take control of your thoughts and don't let your body control, because you know where you are going. If you desire something badly, don't let procrastination stop you. But just like I said, read on books on procrastination, don't let anything stop you, because trust me, you'll regret it. I mean, I've regretted a lot of things that I've done, that procrastination I've done. So trust me, it's not a good thing. But start working on yourself. Start working on yourself.
One of the heads of states I've seen in this area is our current head of state. When he was coming to power, he was talking about this issue of free education. And a lot of people doubted him, that it can never be done. Where is the money? I must confess that the implementation hasn't been the best, but it's one of the boldest decisions. Whether he had it right or wrong, he says, I'll build the cathedral. Despite he says, I will. Kwame Nkrumah, if you knew of Kwame Nkrumah's age those days, he wasn't even up to 40. But bold decisions. So at times you try, you may fail, but tell yourself, don't look left, don't look right. Just that if you go and you make a mistake, you sit back and you correct them and you move forward. It's better. Right. I mean, sleep these days, especially when it's raining. You feel like not coming for lectures, but you tell yourself, hey, there is more sleep after death.
Yeah.
Let me go and then grab whatever I need to grab from the lecture room and then move.
Yeah.
So it's you. And we usually depend on our peers. That's one of the things I'm saying about young people. You look at what your friend will say, what a friend is doing. But just as you said, everybody will be going to your individual homes.
Yeah.
After graduation, we are all going to our individual homes. We are all going to marry different people. Our life path is different. So if you say you're going to look at somebody and take a decision, this procrastination thing, and it's not only you. It's not only you. There are
A
times
lot
that I
of
think, yes, I'm disappointed by students. So I want to organize something. No, let me cancel it because they may not come. But for all you may know, it is something that may help
benefits,
save the
yeah.
soul. Yeah. So you're not the only person. Just work towards it.
Yeah. It's a very common trait, to be honest. Procrastination is very, very, very common. A lot, and even in a day, trust me, I even do that. It's very common. In a day, you can procrastinate a lot. You know, you want to do this. Oh, let me do it late. Oh, let me. You know, it's very, very common. But we need to try and overcome it. Hello.
That
Hello. I don't know what's happening.
please, I think the host is no more there.
Oh. Or maybe it was just set for 1 hour and it's finished. Oh.
Yes, please. Maybe they'll reschedule it again.
So where are you joining from?
Please, I'm at the host at the moment. I'm not with my colleague.
Okay. Let's just wait. So what are you studying?
Please, there.
What are you studying at university?
Hello, madam.
Hello.
Please, you were saying something.
I said, what are you studying at university?
Publishing studies, BA publishing studies.
Oh yeah, you're on the publishing department, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You are taking my time. You have wasted. He said, you have my time, you stole it. You have stolen my time. Because of you, it follows. We are supposed to come here. Let's assume we told her you are 200. And she sees a room and it's 50 people. What is the impression? So what do? We call everybody to come in. So it's a collective thing. So encourage them. First, second. But instance of life and death, meaning your way, go. Just that find something good to say. I always tell my students wherever I go out, internally we fight. I've never said anything about my department. Internally, we try to find a solution. That is how we do it. So you don't go there on them. No. It's hurt. It's not a group where I was saying they can bring money and you have to do all the work. So find ways of engaging them, encouraging. Call them before, the day before. Charlie, have you ironed your dress? Call them early. Like when we were going to the so what happened? You came to meet you at 5. And can only late 1 minute and I've left. You see how it is? So at times you have to leave. Our ladies usually delay with their makeup. So see that, can I iron your dress the day before? Oh, so wake her up early. The thing she needs for her face is I mean, you can even do it in the car. You can just sit in the car and do the makeup and just across. You look so beautiful. Let's go. Because I've had
had the experience of shouting, and this is something you don't yell at a lady. So find a way of encouraging her. Otherwise, buy 2 cars. That's one of my solutions. It's the minister of Africa. They will, I don't know for some reason, they always want to go for program leave. 2 cars, go to the car. Listen, once you start realizing that she's buying well, she'll start going with you. But if you don't buy 2 cars, so you put it out there, you can encourage her. So they are asking about time management. If you have a team and you are going to a place and they come late, what do? It's a team that's supposed to go for research, for instance. You cannot go alone, and yet they keep coming late to obstruct what you are doing. So that was the answer I was trying to give them. But you are the expert.
I don't think she heard.
Did you hear me? Hello, Shirley, do you hear me?
No,
Okay.
it went off for about 2 minutes. It just came back. I don't know why.
Okay. Let him answer, ask his question again.
Okay, madam. So here's the question. Assuming I'm in an organization where I'm supposed to go conduct an interview with some people, and the thing is, we are supposed to go as a group, and maybe we are supposed to meet the person by 8 or by 7, but I'm able to meet the time as in 7. But because I have to wait for them, they are always late, so they delay me. And when we go together, we are late. So how do I influence them to come early? I mean, if there's a tricky way to do it.
The people that you are going out to the meeting with. So what you do is, because you know their nature, you tell them in advance, because that what you're going to do is very, very important, and you're going for an interview. It's very, very important. So you should not bring your normal lateness in something like this. So for instance, even if you know that, if I were you, and even if you know the time, let's say the time is 8 o'clock, I'll tell them it's 7 o'clock. Because you know that if you give them time, they'll be late. I'll tell them it's 7 o'clock. And also, it let them know how important it is for you to get there on time. And you, the person, I remember when I was a child, and I used to attend a church, and then we'll go for like Saturday classes. Because I was so particular about my time, I'll be the person who go to my friend's house and go and hurry them up. So you being the person who is very, very good with time management, you talk to them the day before, you encourage them, you let them know how important it is for you to get on time. And I heard doctor also saying that if you have to help them to iron your stuff the night before, yes, get them to prepare themselves. When I'm going out the night, I put everything, I iron everything, because you never know. It's like living in Ghana. If you're not careful, you don't iron your clothes the night before. By the time I realize the following morning, there's no lights. You have to put all these factors together and then talk to them and encourage them, but make sure they don't make you late. So what you can also do, once you are there, you feel they are making you late, you take the lead. Don't let anybody make, because yes, it's a group thing, but trust me, if you go, you try and get there early, you might even get the job. But encourage your friends and bring them along, because it's a group thing. Obviously, without them, you can't achieve what you want to achieve. So encourage them and try and help them as much as possible for you all to get there on time. It's very, very difficult working with people who they're very, very late. It's very, very, very difficult and very annoying. I know where you're coming from. But unfortunately, that's how some people are. So
In writing references for you, one of the areas we add is team player. When we are filling your reference for research work, other universities, job, you should be a team player. There are some people, they cannot work with anybody. That is also not good. So you try to manage people. So in a group formation, realize that I always tell you, don't pick your friends, because you already know their habits.
Yeah.
Let's have random people. So my TA, teaching assistants, I don't select them. I'm there now to say, this person will be your TA. They come, they cry a little bit, but later we move on. Okay? Some can't even cope till the end of their national service year. But we should be able to work together. Where you are going to work, you don't know where. There are some places they are so crazy. They look at your skin and it's even a problem, but you have to manage to work with them.
Yeah.
So when somebody writes, this is a good team player, it means when they give you the ball, even if you are in you are not even in the 18, you'll be able to score. But if you are somebody, nobody can work with you, then there's a problem. Okay.
Please, I want to add up to what our woman and then Dr. Raf just said. If you are going somewhere with people and then you think you are always there on time and then the people are always delaying, in my own way, I think you have to set an alarm for them on their personal phones because you won't be there with them in their rooms. You are at your place, they are also at their place. But immediately the phone rings, they will see that, oh, it is time for this. And then with the alarm, you've titled it, maybe you are going to a doom at maybe at 5 a.m. You set the alarm at maybe 4:30. So the alarm will ring, 4:30, alarm will ring, and then you see we are going to a doom. So by all means, you will prepare. So that is my own way.
Just bear with me. You know, last week we were in Accra. We were supposed to leave at 5. You see that she's running away. We were supposed, they had an alarm. Their room is here. The mail was down. My sister was in the opposite room. I was in one room, and the 2 TAs were in another room. Alarm ni boya. It was disturbing me. I wanted to, my ladies' room, we cannot enter. They did not wake up. The alarm will ring. They did not wake up. So you know what I did? I asked him to prepare. 5 minutes to the time, I told them the car is leaving for Kumasi at 5. They could not eat. They could not dress up. They had to hurry and bag. He was fortunate to go to their room and bring. So some people had said that alarm number they need deliverance. So it's a wonderful advice, but some people have said that their sleep is everything to them.
It's just laziness, isn't it?
Yes, and because you are in Ghana, when you travel overseas, it will change in a matter of days. It will change.
Yeah. You go to work, be I mean, everywhere you go, everywhere, so you get hold of your time.
Okay. My question is, we are doing publishing studies, and I believe. Okay. My question is, I'm offering publishing studies, and we are offering publishing studies, and I believe some of us, we actually didn't want to offer this program, and here we are offering publishing studies. And we've learned a lot about career opportunities and how to go through different paths in life. But then I also think that some of us, we haven't found our feet yet, and we don't even know where exactly we should go. We don't know which career opportunity we should enter. And then I don't think majority of us want to be publishers, want to enter into the printing sector. So with this situation, how should we go about it? Can there be an opportunity, or is there a way we can find our path or align ourselves onto the right direction? That's my question. Thank you.
So you let the expert answer. I won't talk about it. I won't do it. They want to know the pathway. They are in the final year, and it's a course they never liked, but they
She had a question.
They want to know from your viewpoint that if you have a course you never liked and you were forced into it, and you still final year, you are going out and you still don't know what should you do.
Passion. What's your passion? Typical example is one of my sons. When he was going to university, this boy, when he was a child, he was very, very good with IT. Very, very good. I mean, so good. Like, so when he was going to uni, I told him that, why don't you do IT? He said, no, we want to do economics and accounting. I said, okay. He finished 3 years. Now he started working with big organizations. Like that. He did 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, he does now. Yeah, only food content. So I said, you see, this is what I'm talking about. So look down deep in yourself. What is your passion? What do you really? Since I was a child, I always wanted to know that I was, at age 4. At age 4, if I can run, because it's deep now. Now I'm working. So to know your passion, really, we've all gone through it. No, you are not the only person. A lot of people have about 3 or 4 degrees. And who did another degree, was finished his degree, went to work, very miserable at workplace, kept complaining and complaining. Eventually, do what really. So I'm not alone. A lot of people have the same experience. What is passion? I'm sure when you look deep down, you find it, and then pursue it. That's my advice. Because when you're in a role that you are not happy about, we spend most of our time at our workplaces. In UK, 7 hours, sometimes even 9 hours. So imagine if you're in that you are not happy about. Yeah. And it's happened to me several times. I'll be in a place, then then I'll just leave because I'm there for the money. That's not what I want. No, so what is your passion? What do you, maybe you want to be a nurse, you want to help children, you want to be a school teacher. It's never too late to do another degree. It's never too late. You can do as many degrees. It's never too late. So if you feel what you're studying, that's not what you really want to do. What do you really, as a child, what did you wanted to do? Now, what do you want to do? You can change your career. And that nobody can make that decision for you, because that's why sometimes parents, we force our children to be doctors, and then eventually they get so busy. I want you to be a doctor. I want you to be a lawyer. You force them, they'll go and do the degree, and in the end, they will not use the degree. It's up to you. Gone are the days when parents force their kids to do things that want them to do things that we want. It's not like, because you're making the children miserable. So you think about what you really, really want to do, your passion. And then trust me, you'll be very, very good at it, because even when you study that, you enjoy the classes, when you enjoy the work and everything. So think about your passion, what you really, really, really want to do. And I'm sure is there somewhere. So this comes down to taking the pen and the paper. That's what I'm talking about, thinking. Sit down, close. You just by yourself.
Oh, Shirley, sorry. Ghana internet. Right. Since you all clap, it means it's a general problem that, as the HOD, I realize that the forms, yeah. Shirley, the forms
I
that you
didn't hear them
fill,
clapping.
no, they clapped because most of them did not choose this course, and for some reason they found themselves here. They keep saying it in class, and I was telling them, as the head of department, I saw the forms they filled, that they came from other courses and they were pushed here. So it's a challenge we are trying to resolve.
Right.
What I would encourage, after 4 years, you shouldn't waste the 4 years. There is something about this program. There is accounting, there is finance, there is economics, so law. And let me tell you, there is a lady in CMB. She's one of the top estimators in CMB. She did publishing. The mother is at our guest house. Those who go into music, there's a guy who came from Mr. P.S. Rex. Rex, the whole college, he topped. He brought 15 applications, straight PhD. He wasn't going to do masters. He has scholarships. He says, sir, I still want to do music. Rex did not used to look like this. Now he looks more funky, more music. That's his passion. Sister Debbie just skipped first class by some inches. She says she wants to do this photo, whatever. What is it called? Photo modeling and all this music, and that is their passion. She went to London to do masters in publishing because I wanted her to come and lecture. But she said that is what she wants. So you learn so many things. I have become like a prostitute. Publishing, I went to do business. Now I did creative arts. Every time I'm changing the course I'm doing. When I see that there's money here, I move. Now teaching, maybe one day I'll end up as a comedian. Who knows? Where there is money, the beautiful thing about this course is that you've done editing. And editors are needed in any company. You can print. You can design. It's your company and get a deal. Okay, so just take it like that, but don't put it in your head that 4 years is wasted. Because she's doing her master's. Should I mention your age?
If you
Shirley.
want to.
That's 60 or close, because she was, close to 60 years. Yeah, she's doing her master's. So why do you tell yourself you cannot change path? Well, what she's doing now, okay? Hello? What she's doing now is directly related to what she's working on. Dr. Pascal. Because I've been working with him, although he has a PhD, he wants to do PhD entrepreneurship. So I told him, I don't. So even Dr. Pascal, with all working with Kufuor and all the top notch in Ghana, he wants to do PhD entrepreneurship. Because that is where the money is, or when he goes for program, people ask a lot of questions on entrepreneurship. Some of the things you can read about, some of the things you do masters, some even do a second degree. Let me end with this. Our dean, Professor Caricature, do you know he has, Caricature Sedu, he has masters in maths, he has masters in mathematics. He was a first class student, the first person to wear batakari for congregation during our year. He is different. An art student having masters and top the maths class. So you shouldn't limit yourself that, oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. Just go ahead. If you think publishing is not good for you, tell the head of department. But now that you are telling me, we'll take you to the staff room and see what we can do to motivate you. You cannot leave here like that, okay? I can't see any hand up so that we allow our mom to rest. She's promised she's going to come in person. She's going to come in person, and we'll see how best we can host her when she comes. So on that note, who can give a vote of thanks? A vote of thanks. What? Any volunteer? Who wants to do it? Faustina, okay.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to give the vote of thanks. We want to thank Dr. Mrs. Shirley Abedi for the time and for the passion with which she spoke to us. And we want to thank the organizers of this program and to us all who made time out of our busy schedules to be here. We hope you will leave here with something very important in your pocket. God bless us all.
So before we officially close the class and our partners who are watching us all over the world, I want to give it back to her if she has a word or two parting message for us. So, Shirley, if you have a parting message before we close.
Okay. So it's been very wonderful. I've also enjoyed myself. I've learned a lot. I mean, whilst I was speaking and of my, but I can leave with you, it's nothing difficult under the sun. We have to endeavor to be improving ourselves all the time. You guys are very, very young. You're not like some of us that's what's election because what we are old. We are very, very young. You have a lot of things ahead of you. So make every opportunity and make use of it. Make use of it and keep improving and keep studying and and above all, time, just like I said, management is killing us in Ghana. Make sure that the next time I see you, no more time, no, I improve. So it's a pleasure. Thank you once again for the organizers for this session. You guys are very, very blessed for this session to be organized for you.
Thank you very
So
much.
hopefully I'll see you. Hopefully I'll see you soon.
Right. Thank you very much. And we'll talk later. Okay. We would like to thank our media.
Nat. Nathaniel.
Please, has the class ended? We can't hear anything.
Yes, so it has ended though.
Oh, okay.
So we are going to take a Panchikrakra.
Which are Ponchi Kakra? I thought they said there's no Ponchi Kakra.
Oh, they said after the class. So come and see the queue here.
Eh,
Eh.
are you?
Yeah, I want to
We are
come for us.
coming.
You are
We are
coming.
coming. Tell them we are coming.
You better don't come. Why?
I'm on campus though, so I'll come and pass
But they're
by.
not sharing anything. No, I beg.
Oh, nah, me, I'm going to see somebody. So
Oh,
don't worry. Yeah. Okay.
Francisca. Okuya.